Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Now, due to the fact that one of my recording hotkeys does horrible things to this game, I didn't get to save at the end of the last session. But I'm going to dive straight in and see if I can skip the intro tutorial and start a new game. I've done the tutorial. I've now unlocked the cakewalk difficulty. I'm not sure, yeah, these aren't available yet, these hard ones. So, apparently a lot of people have been complaining that the cakewalk mode feels more like the average difficulty mode and doesn't feel that hard. Does that mean it doesn't feel that easy? This means that these are likely to feel a lot harder. Let's see how we go. So, just as a reminder for those of you who have had to wait a bit since the last episode or might not have experienced it, this is a game in which we play an evil necromancer who has been long since dead, defeated by heroes and imprisoned in a mighty edifice deep beneath the earth. Now his slumber has been disturbed and he seeks to rise once more, pushing ever closer towards the surface. It's a little bit like Dungeon Keeper in that regard. Well, Dungeon Keeper 2. Except it's nothing like Dungeon Keeper. In fact, it's more like... well, Darkest Dungeon springs to mind, as do another couple of games I've temporarily forgotten the names of, but here we go. Here we have Iratus. Look at him, he's got a nasty, scowling, sneering face. Here we have 4 minions. We have the Bride of Iratus, a single skeleton, a zombie, and a dark knight. Now I have looked over these before in the last episode, so I'm not going to focus too heavily on them. Can we create... we have bits and pieces. Interesting. It's almost as if it's saved at the end of the tutorial, but I know at the end of the tutorial I had a second skeleton and a banshee or something as well. So, speaking of banshees, let's see if I can create one of those again.
Come, dear. It's time for your performance.
And then, let's see... I can probably make a skeleton with that. Let's say skull, bones, heart... oh, we can make a mummy! What's this? This is... we have that. A lich... a headhunter. Okay. Let's see. A mummy is, at its core, a vessel for thousands of dark curses crammed together into one undead body. For this purpose, all unnecessary organs need to be removed to make space, and then bandaged generously to keep them all from leaking out. Once a dangerous minion, since even a slight touch can lead to several years of bad luck. Oh, quite a dangerous minion. That makes more sense. Quite a dangerous minion, since even a slight touch can lead to several years of bad luck, which is why stories of what happened to the originator of this design are still passed around as cautionary tales among necromancers. Right. That is definitely cause for concern. Okay, let's say the lich. A powerful magical minion, but not really a true lich. Rather, these are pseudo-liches that borrow some of the designs made by necromancers of old. Most notably, shouldn't it be that borrow from some of the designs made? Most notably, these minions do not actually hold the soul of a necromancer. Instead, they serve as carries for... I really hope that sentence gets tidied up further on in development. Instead, they serve as carriers. There's an R missing here, dear developers. Instead, they serve as carriers for devastating spells that often sow destruction on both allies and enemies alike. They have, however, been known to take on the mannerisms of their creator, which can be so convincing that other undead tend to obey them. Okay, so a kind of controller that, yeah, blights and curses everything. A headhunter is a very specific manifestation of negative emotion. Blind rage. As such, yeah, blind because there's no head with no eyes. I wonder if there'll be like a face in the breastplate or something. That'd be cool. As such, the resulting undead possesses immense power, but becomes rather difficult to control. They are still the preferred minions for any necromancer who prefer hearing the dying screams of their enemies over the chatter of the supposedly silent dead. Who prefers hearing the dying scream? Yeah. Okay. So we can make a minion. We can't do anything there yet. We don't have the bonus item from the tutorial, that's all fine. There's all our things. This must be some kind of rarity. We're missing the leveling up thing, aren't we? I don't know what that is. Oh well. Okay. I'm honestly thinking a second skeleton would not be an entirely bad idea.
Bones, bones, bones. Just so uninspired, you know.
And now, neither of these can be created. We can have a headhunter. Ooh, these we don't even have access to yet. Wow. Okay. Think I'll hold off on that just for now. And I'm going to move her to here. Okay, all positions, back to front to... Right. So Scream deals full damage to a random enemy, stress attack. So full stress damage to a random enemy. That's a lot of stress damage. If target sanity is less than 20%, it deals double damage. Okay, so if they're down to 20, it's pretty much going to bugger them, basically. The thing is, since the full damage is 32, that'll be like 64 over 20, so I don't know if the excess carries on into the check they get or not. So I'm not sure the double damage is how useful that is. If it's just a, is it past the threshold, or how far is it past the threshold? Okay, absorb fear, restore sanity, and okay, so that's for replenishing our energy. Shattering Howl. Magic attack. Okay, so that's front two positions. No! Moves her back one. In 3 or 4, moves her back one. If she's in the 4th position, moving back one isn't very useful anyway. If she was in the 2nd position, moving back into 3rd position might be very good, but would this skill be too powerful from 2nd position? Whenever an enemy moves, deal stress damage to it. Okay, so that's a good one for just hanging out at the back and screaming at everyone. The Whale is a big stress attack, moves both back. And the Crescendo, she has a lot of things that move her back, but nothing that moves her. Oh, Scream moves her forwards. I see. So she's a juggler type dancer who moves back and forth. But that's a finisher. So she goes back, she goes back, she goes back, then she screams forwards. So keeping her near the front is okay. Now he... okay, that punishes people who've taken a lot of sanity damage. That's a stance. But deals just... okay, so that's a good opener. That is from the back rank, but it costs him all his armor. Do we have anything that gives him armor? Additional 25 stress. Okay, so that's another Punisher. That moves him back to... oh, sorry. Must be some kind of foul necromantic curse afflicting my throat and lungs. Oh, sorry about that. So this will give him armor and move him back, which can set him up for the big bash. And Dark Tithe, removal debuffs from a Dark Knight, restore vigor equal to double its current armor. So this, then this, then this. Right. You are basically good near the front. Got 2 advancing skills, 1 retreating skill. So there's got to be some funky ways to do that with these 2. And then she just generally wants to be near the back and shoot things. So that's an advancing attack. That's a retreating stance. Adore him. That's very well, that's got very religious overtones, hasn't it? That's a nice opener. So maybe setting up all the buffs and debuffs first is a good way to try out. Well, let's look at our map. We are in the mines. The kingdom had need of the vast riches buried underneath the castle. Great veins of iron that promised to fuel conquest after conquest, along with ancient artifacts from a long-forgotten age. The dwarfs were eager to offer their services in this project, bringing their untested mining equipment and experimental concoctions for the promise of wealth. They only needed bodies that could obey, and that the humans could provide. With dungeons filled to the brim, both criminals and rebels, there was no shortage of slaves to work these mines. Drugs were used to keep them docile as they dug ever deeper, year after year, unaware of the mortal danger that awaited them below. Once again, they dug too deep. I'm feeling that a scroll bar on that one might be good. Okay, we have a fight up here. We have mercenary barracks and other areas we cannot access yet. Well, we want this full party to be going into our first battle, obviously. Let's go face the many foes. Alright, we have 2 guards, a miner, and a conscript. Alright. Wait, attacks all enemies for 125% damage. That's a critical hit deals triple damage. Okay. Ah, this uses our blue energy. Got it. Okay. So we don't want to use this just yet. That hole in the center of his chest is very sort of Dark Souls, isn't it? Stress damage. This is a stance. Futile hopes. Right. Hey, do we have... Yeah! Let's make some noise. Oh. So she shot him, and he scared the living daylights out of him. Just a little bit. Magnificent. Scream hits everyone? Crikey. No! Wow! Funky. My shift will kill me before they do, says the miner. Alright. Ooh. Okay, now to punish that stress. Ah, he's too far back. Right, okay. Ooh. Oh, it's just a stance. Wait, what? Oh, it's not on himself. But it moves him instead of her. Interesting. Go on, see if we can knock him back and... Wow! Not just... Wait, so that was a reactionary. So she screamed at him for being moved, instead of just moving. So, see, this is, where are we? Whenever an enemy moves... See, I took that to mean when they move voluntarily, under their own control, but when they are moved... You see, because involuntary movement shouldn't be punished quite so much, but in this case, it's necromancy, it's evil, it's nasty, it's wicked. Right. Oh, wow. Okay, we actually have to start being a little bit careful here now. Ugh! Interesting. Alright. Alright, how do we do this? But it's all of them. Why is it not? There we go. That damage was pitiable. Debuff. There's a debuff. Alright. Let's make some noise. We need to be moving less or taking out these spearmen. Yes, debuff the enemies. Debuff the hell out of them. And then...
Might want to make them a bit sturdier next time.
Then our Dark Knight should try and finish them all off. Oh, she's gonna die. Alright. Can't do that anymore. Why can't I do this? Because he has no debuffs. How do I give... I can't give him many debuffs currently. Right, you're a problem. Oh, bugger. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to actually lose this one. Interesting. I'll definitely get to try again. But wow. So yeah, A less mobile party would be more beneficial. Is there a way to remove that? Well, I can set him on fire. Yeah, this ain't gonna work, is it? Okay. Okay. He's somehow still standing. It probably won't last for long, but I'm thinking he's the kind of benchmark of when our party's totally screwed. Alright. Let's burn him again. Okay, can't burn him. Just get ready to shoot them all because they seem to like moving. No debuffs, damn it. Well, we'll just do that since they have been buffing a little bit, maybe. No, it's a moving skill. He will stab you with the spear.
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
Oh. Okay, that's a good start. Wow! That missed! Okay, well let's just burn him again. Since he likes his defensive stance. Okay, this is terrible, but... Wow, he had a block. I completely missed that. That's an advancing skill. This is... not an advancing skill, but interesting all the same. So 2 weaker attacks.
That used to be one of you.
Did he run away or die? I'm not sure.
Break it.
Oh.
You end up replacing it. Got it?
Yeah, this escape attempt is destined to fail. I think they're running away. What's this mean? No, we don't want to surrender. Okay. Have some stress damage. And somehow, I'm victorious.
Mine is the winning side.
A soul and a weapon. And pick a boon. Blood, a heart, or skull. We'll go with the skull. Oh, these are... Hang on. So we use these to make minions and as equipable things? +1 ward. Okay. Every turn while vigor is less than or equal to 30%, +1 ward until end of combat. So that's magic resistance. Every turn while there are 3 or fewer minions, add 20% bonus damage to critical hits until it... I don't know what the critical hit chance is. Every turn while vigor is less than or equal to 30%, +1 ward until the end of... That's the same. We'll go for that so we can make something maybe with it. Alright, we have a zombie. We have a skeleton. Can we make any minions? We can. Let's go crazy.
Despite a lack of eyes, they know to aim for the neck.
So that is a different skull. I wonder if it can be used as a... Nope. So it's just a special crafting skull. That would make a minion more powerful, maybe. Not that we can make any more minions. Well, since it seems we are destined to failure, let us send forth this group of minions. There's battle ahead. Now, I don't like the fact we jumped straight to the encounter. It'd be nice to see Iratus and his party go dum 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 up to the enemy. But obviously he's not moving, it's only the minions that he's sending out to clear the way for him to follow. Alright. In theory, this is a much... Right, you need to go first. And by go, I mean be got rid of. And I didn't look at his skills too closely. Those are 2 heads right there, with unnatural blue glowing eyes. Now, one of these is a back-moving skill. I don't care. We're doing it. Alright. It needs to be further forwards. Moves the enemy free towards him, so we have dual slash, needs to be near the front. Attacks 2 random enemies. Catch 'em! Physical attack deals full damage to a random enemy. Oh, drags a random enemy towards him. Oh, he's going to be really chaotic, isn't he? I can just tell. Feel him! Stress attack. I don't think I need to look at the others. This is what he'll be doing to advance. This is an advancing skill. Deals stress damage to a random target and marks the target to the end of the fight. The next headhunter attack against the target will deal double damage and remove the mark. So far, these are all random targets. Seething Wrath marks the selected position. So it doesn't mark the target, it marks a position so that you can push or pull people into the mark, which is different to marking the target. Removes all armor, and I don't see anything here that punishes marks yet. Bless Seeker. Seeker of Blessings? Deals damage to each enemy. Okay, yep, understood. Contract. Contract is the one that will allow me to target whatever the hell I want. Right. Feel 'em. That's actually the one I clicked on. It was supposed to be a random target. What happened there? That's very odd. Yeah, you hit the skeleton. That's fine. Grape shot. Yeah, okay, so that didn't do anything very interesting. Lovely. Can I just hit you? Well, I worked my way through a block. Oh, that's bad news. Okay. Right. You are the marked target. Oh, I don't want you. I want you. Okay, why can I not do this? It requires 2 souls. Okay. Well, most of these are... Okay, so we'll just do this because it's not a really skill. It did say random target, and once again it targeted the exact one I clicked on. So I'm not sure if these are truly random. Alright. Alright. Just lots of stress damage. Big boom. He doesn't care. He must be deaf or something. Right. We have a major problem here that needs to be dealt with. And until then, we can't really afford to move too much. Or maybe we just totally go for it.
More will come.
Yeah, this isn't going well. So this marking the position is rather similar to the Prophet in Darkest Dungeon, where he tells you where the ceiling's going to fall down. Now, there's this whole feeling that people have, you know, big discussions about, do you mark the person or mark the position, because you can pull people around and rearrange them. So they say, I want to push someone else into the place where the dangerous thing's going to happen, or the bad condition is on the person and it's going to go with them. Ah, 17, that's not a lot. Okay. Yeah, 2 random enemies. Once again, one of them was the one I clicked on. He is looking badly injured now. Doesn't the skeleton have anything even remotely defensive? I have a horrible feeling I'm going to be reduced to just a zombie here. And he can't do much in the front ranks. And they are not attacking the zombie very much. Right, grape shot again. If I'm lucky. No, I'm not lucky. Not even remotely lucky. Okay.
As worthless as you were in life, you will be worth something in death.
He's out of the marked position now. And wow, that defensive stance every time. Is it a buff? It comes back from the other side? Okay. He just throws his axe off the edge of the screen and it loops around. He throws it all the way around the world. I mean, that's disconcerting. That's a powerful throw. Speaking of which... Burn! Yeah. Stress. Well, that was random. That was a lot of stress damage. I wonder if the mark itself inflicts a... Yes, it does. So that's why he doesn't have skills that do extra things against marks. Okay. So basically, until I start getting souls, the headhunter can't target the people he marks very accurately. Instead, he will just continue to attack random foes. However, hooray! It didn't get one I clicked on. However, since most of the random foes are in a very bad state at the moment, spreading the damage is highly preferable. Right. Why are you not on fire? Be a flame. Not be a flame, as in why are you not a flame, as in on fire. Right. 2 random enemies.
Brave are an excellent source of fresh corpses.
Gotcha! So, I feel that I need to be
Suppose it would
Ow.
be boring otherwise.
I need to be constructing minions who can do much better against spearmen. I think restarting will be in order. Did he just run away?
A sad display of mortal kind.
Yeah, that was terrible. What have we got? +7 attack until the end of the turn. Once every 3 turns. Okay. Every turn. Wow, yes. Just yes. Big healing. Right. Oh god. Is this really all we can make?
No brain, but all firepower.
Might as well push on to a new encounter. An ancient coffin. Maybe we'll find something good. Ooh. Witch skin sash. Etched bones. +3. Ooh, wow. Blood diamonds, of course. Okay, let's see it. I'm gonna go for witch skin sash.
Ah, I can use this.
I shouldn't have because it was critical hits. Okay, here we have a chest. Oh! Archmage robes. At the beginning of each fight, all enemies will lose 1 ward. Yeah, that's really good. Enemies start to go insanity. Surely that should be enemies start to go insane. Enemies cannot retreat during the next fight.
A dark collecting.
So this is gone now. So it was possible to only take one of these 2 routes. There's healing here. And this looks dangerous. We have 2 zombies. Yeah. Ooh, this is some kind of slave master. So fortunately, when there's 2 guards, both of them won't go into a defensive stance. It seems to only be one. Taskmaster. Taskmasters are given the task of motivating the utterly brainwashed. As one might expect, a good whip hand is indispensable in this job, and any taskmaster prides himself on his ability to swing said implement around with gusto. Usually recruited from among the criminals, these physical diplomats take great delight in giving orders to the other captives and the sense of authority it gives them. Right, yeah, he's a problem. Let's set him on fire. Well, that was rubbish. Let's try again. That's more like it. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to have to restart after this encounter, to be honest. I can see why people have said that this doesn't feel like a cakewalk. I'll need to be much more careful about initial minion selection, and try to avoid move skills, and find ways of punishing these guards. Yeah. Okay, maybe just soften them up a lot. It's okay. They had guards. They had blocks. Wow. You know, our Grave Knight would have been good for punishing those guards there. Punishing the buffs, rather. Yeah, I mean, I've messed this one up really badly.
Your frail bodies fail you.
Do they even have a stress attack? Yes, they do, and they can only use it from the back. Oh man, you just missed. That was terrible. Given how the art on these is the same, duplicate minions might not be a good idea, because it might just look bad. I don't think we want to see a lot of visual variety in the minions, but... Oh, I can set you on fire again? Interesting. You are rubbish in the first position. Make bright light, says the zombie. Despite the fact that he has rotting vocal cords and is not very capable of speech. Alright, well, we want to burn you.
Ooh, I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Finally. Right. Just in case he lives till next turn. Okay, so that does deal stress damage, as I hoped it would. What happened there? I don't know, but he missed twice.
My hordes are without number.
Well, you say that, Iratus, but the evidence is to the contrary.
Extinction of life.
Interesting. His threshold for going bonkers must be quite low, because he has quite a bit of stress left. Alright, just shoot them all. The zombie does not do good damage up close.
Become part of the breathless tide.
Haha! I should leave him alone, he's working for me. Kind of. Okay, I think that was stress damage. Interesting. Every turn. So I've used up some of those vital ingredients to make him. So he's a super zombie. Okay. Go, super zombie. Get killed. Really? I mean, just wow.
This one voided its bowels just as it died.
You know what? He's done really well for me, but I can't really... Wow.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
Minions of a player's party that contains 6 parts of uncommon quality or better receive plus 25 vigor. Nice. Plus 15 dread until the end of the turn, every 2 turns. Restores mana. Yes, yes, just yes. Auto kill with stress, I think we need that. I mean, looking at our map here. Health. Can we make any minions? We cannot. Well, I honestly think that's time to stop. I'm gonna like abandon this save and start again because that was just terrible. Anyway, that's where I'm gonna have to leave it this time round, I'm afraid. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'll say bye-bye for now, and cheerio!